I'm sure some of you saw this on Instagram. Evan Jager was making his marathon debut, and everyone was kind of freaking out about it. But unfortunately, he was not full on racing it. He was pacing the 230 group, which is still cool. He works for Nomeo too, by the way, if anyone didn't know that. So he's the U.S. record holder in the 3K steeple. He iconically just missed under 8 minutes at the Paris Diamond League. Gosh, it's been a while now. Gosh, that might even be 10 years ago now. But because he fell on the last hurdle, I think he was going to win the race too, and he lost the race. But yeah, so he retired, and now he's living in Sweden working for Nomeo. His wife is Swedish, which is really cool that he's working for Nomeo. It's awesome to have him working for a brand that has completely broken onto the running scene. Everyone's using Nomeo. So it's a really good, tried and true product that people trust, and they have really good data that backs their stuff. So yeah. So anyway, Evan Jager lines up for Copenhagen Marathon. Unfortunately, DNF. I think he was having some sort of cramping issue and was forced to DNF around, I believe he said around halfway. So yeah, unfortunate, but he did say in his post-race video that he had gotten the marathon bug. So he said he's going to put in a little more work before his next marathon and maybe go for it. So Evan Jager in the U.S. Olympic marathon trials 2028? Question mark? Who knows? But I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he wants to train so seriously that he would be competitive. Not that I think he couldn't be. I think he could be competitive if he really wanted to be. He's got that nice flowy, bouncy stride, which I think could actually work really well on the roads. But I don't think his desire is to train at that level again. I think if he, I could see him running like under 220 or something and training like moderately hard, but I don't think he wants to like get up to 100-mile weeks and really like get after it. So yeah, other news from Copenhagen. Of course, one of our old podcast guests, Sam Griffiths, who I actually recorded with just before this. He ran a PR 222. I'm excited for you guys to hear that conversation. He was so pumped. So awesome conversation. He's such a good guy. But anyway, other interesting news, if you guys hadn't seen this, Jakob Ingebrigtsen's older brother, Christopher, I think is his full name. I guess that's how they pronounce it in Norway. But anyway, his older brother, who is not a pro runner, who really wasn't a runner for a long time, I don't think, has recently like gotten into training, and turns out he's got the Ingebrigtsen talent in him. So he broke 230. He's had like quite a progression in the marathon. He's gotten like pretty good pretty fast, and I think he's got to be. He's like got gray hair and stuff. He's got to be in his at least mid to late 30s, maybe even early 40s. But nah, I would. He could be, because Jakob's oldest pro brother, he's got to be like 36 or 37. But yeah, anyway, so he ran 229 at Copenhagen, and Jakob was there cheering him on. Like I was just mentioning, Sam Griffiths got a photo with Jakob at the race actually, and I was curious why Jakob was there, so I looked at his Instagram and I was like, wow, Jakob's brother ran 229, so really impressive. His sister Ingrid ran too. I didn't see her result, but cool that he was cheering on the family, and it was like a pretty fun event. So one thing I will say about Copenhagen Marathon, it sounds like one, they take great care of their sub elite runners 100%, which is great. It's good weather, fast course. But Sam had this to say too, when like go look at the course map and tell me it doesn't look like there's way too many turns in this course. The amount of turns, and like, I don't know if they're 180 turns, but it is like super turny. So that would be the only concern going into that race. Otherwise, it seemingly is a fast race. It was won in 208, and the women's race was won in 221, I think. So some good East African athletes come and run it, but it seems like a really, really good, like none of the top pros really go, but it does seem like a really good race for sub elites, and like anyone just going for a PR. It seems like they take really good care of people. Sam said he got bottles and everything. So I think their half marathon is like more known for being a bit more high level too, like at the pro end anyway. So I I would definitely consider running Copenhagen one year. I think just like visiting would be amazing. So like make a trip out of it, obviously. But yeah, just like from a sub elite perspective, it seems like they take really good care of the sub elites with the bottles and stuff. So would be interested in that for sure.